Alright, good morning everybody. It's your boy Akeem and welcome to today's vlogs. Continuing with my projections for the 2015 fantasy football season. And for this vlog, I'm here to talk about my top 30 running backs, numbers 30 through 16. Starting off at number 30, I'm going to have to go with Chris Ivory from the New York Jets. Now, he had over 800 yards rushing last season, and he is most likely the number one back entering this season. At number 29, I'm going to have to go with Denard Robinson from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, he definitely showed a lot of spark last season, rushed for over 580 yards rushing and 4 scores on the ground. But they did pick up a second-round pick in TJ Yeldon from an Alabama Crimson Tide, and he is looking to carry the workhorse, to become the workhorse running back for this team as a rookie. At number 28, Isaiah Crowell from the Cleveland Browns. Now, Cleveland has been mixing things up with the running back position, and is still unsure of who they want to start in many positions on their roster. But it looks like Isaiah Crowell is that top back. He is actually a good goal line back, a good goal line threat for the Cleveland Browns goal line attack. At number 27, I'm going to have to go with Rashad Jennings of the New York Giants. Now, he had a couple of good games last season, but he is injury prone. That is a major issue, and they did pick up Shane Vereen from the New England Patriots. At number 26, I will go with TJ Yeldon out of Jacksonville. I think he could have a pretty good rookie season, splitting carries with Denard Robinson, and then possibly earning that true 100%, starting now get the bulk of the carries, at least 80% of the carries, to be the number one running back for the Jags. At number 25, Ellington of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, last season is very disappointing. I thought he was going to have at least 1,000 yards rushing, but he only had 660 yards on the ground and 3.3 yards per carry. But he did have 395 yards receiving last season. Now, the Arizona Cardinals did pick up Chris Johnson during the offseason, and they drafted David Johnson from Northern Illinois, which is going to be very interesting for the running back core for the Cardinals. At number 24, I will go with Joseph Randle of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, he definitely showed some spark last season, averaging 6.7 yards per carry, rushing for 357 yards on the ground and 3 rushing touchdowns. At number 23, from the Cincinnati Bengals, Gio Bernard. Now, he was actually going to be the high hopes for last season as the number one running back, but rookie Jeremy Hill actually led the team in rushing with over 1,100 yards as a rookie, and he was actually number 11 overall, number 10 overall in points in fantasy play, talking about Jeremy Hill. At number 22, I'm going to have to go with Carlos Hyde of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I know a lot of people might doubt me on this one and really disagree with me, especially my Niner fans, but I did notice that some people actually have him projected in the top 15, top 16, 17, but the reason why I bumped him at number 22 is, unlike Joseph Randle, Carlos Hyde did not show much spark as a rookie. He averaged just 4 yards a carry, which is not bad, but he didn't really show much enough for them to really not try to re-sign this, Frank Gore for another extended contract. Frank Gore is now with the Indianapolis Colts, but they do have high hopes for Carlos Hyde this season, and with the loss of Mike Iupati, that is another reason why I had to bump him back at number 22. There are some questions in our offensive line. At number 21, I'm going to go with Latavius Murray of the Oakland Raiders. Now, he actually had some good games last season, and he does have the size and the speed that you want at the running back position. He's 6'3", 225 pounds, and he does have the Jamal Charles speed. He ran a 4.3840 at his scout combine when he did run the 40, and he is going to hopefully be the premier back for this season for the Oakland Raiders, and they did sign Ray Halou Jr. as well as Trent Richardson in the offseason, but Murray is going to be that number one guy come start of the season. At number 20, I'm going to have to go with Jock Bell from the Detroit Lions. Last season, he did average 3.9 yards per carry, but 860 yards on the ground to go along with 322 yards receiving. Now, they did pick up in the second round of this year's draft Amir Abdullah, and they did get rid of Reggie Bush, but they also do still have Theo Reddick on the roster for the Lions, so they're going to be splitting carries a little bit, but I do see that Jock Bell is going to get the bulk of the carries, but I do see Jock Bell as more of a tandem type running back. I don't really see him carrying a load at the NFL level. At number 19, I'm going to have to go with rookie Todd Gurley of the St. Louis Rams. Now, I don't really think he's going to start at the opening of the season, but I think he will show some promise as going towards the end of the year if he just stays healthy. He's actually is returning from a torn ligament and ACL injury in his knee, but I think he's going to do well as a rookie as the season progresses. At number 18, I'm going to have to go with Frank Gore of the Indianapolis Colts. Now, I doubted him last season, but he did rush for over 1,100 yards last year, and he's looking to rush for 1,000 yards and help the Colts offense this year in leading the team in rushing. At number 17, I'm going to go with John Stewart out of the Carolina Panthers. Now, last season, he definitely showed some great promise, especially in the second half of the year, in which he definitely showed that he could give you a little bit of spark in that ground attack. Now, he's going to be try to do a good job as a good running back for Cam Newton. They're going to be bouncing off their read option carries, but I think that Jonathan Stewart, if he stays healthy, he can be an effective running back for the Panthers offense. And at number 16, I'm going to have to go with another rookie, Melvin Gordon out of San Diego. Now, Melvin Gordon is drafted out of Wisconsin, and he has shown that he could be a workhorse. He can carry the load just like he did this past season when he rushed for over 2,500 yards and become the Doak Walker Award winner given to the nation's top running back. Now, back in 2013, Ryan Matthews, who was the running back for the Chargers at the time, he was actually averaging 22 carries a game, and I think that this could be the same for Melvin Gordon, even though they do still have Danny Woodhead and Donald Brown. But I think this is going to be Melvin Gordon's job for them to try to take. But I think that Melvin Gordon will take the starting nod at the opening of the season and definitely give you possibly definitely in my opinion 1,000 yards this year. So that wraps things up for my top first half of the 15. I'm gonna catch you guys in just a couple minutes with my top 15 overall. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man Keenan McCall. Be easy.